Hi there! In this video, we are going to talk about learning approach, model, and method. These are important concepts in the field of education that are used to design and deliver effective instruction. By the end of this video, you will have a better understanding of what these terms mean and how they can be applied in the classroom.
Learning approach. Let's start by talking about learning approach. A learning approach is a specific perspective or philosophy that guides the design and implementation of instruction. It is a general framework for thinking about how to teach and how students learn. A learning approach is informed by learning theory but is more practical and focused on the application of theory. It can be thought of as a guiding principle or philosophy that shapes instruction. Examples of learning approach include experiential learning, problem-based learning, and collaborative learning. Experiential learning is a learning approach that emphasizes the importance of hands-on, practical experience in the learning process. This approach is based on the idea that people learn best through direct experience, reflection, and experimentation. In experiential learning environment, students actively participate in their own learning, often through activities such as simulation, role-playing, or field trips. Problem-based learning is a learning approach that focuses on using real-world problems as a starting point for learning. In this approach, students are presented with a complex, real-world problem and are challenged to solve it by using critical thinking and problem-solving skills. This approach emphasizes the importance of collaboration, self-directed learning, and reflection. Collaborative learning is a learning approach that emphasizes the importance of working in groups or teams to achieve common goals. In this approach, students work together to solve problems, share ideas, and learn from one another. Collaborative learning emphasizes the importance of communication skills, teamwork, and interdependence.
Alright, next let's talk about learning model. A learning model is a specific framework or conceptual model that is used to guide the design and implementation of instruction. Learning models are informed by learning theory and learning approaches, but are more practical and focused on implementation. The examples of learning models include the ADDIE model, the ARCS model, and the SAM model.
So the first learning model is ADDIE model. ADDIE model is one of the most well-known and widely used models in instructional design. ADDIE stands for Analysis, Design, Development, Implementation, and Evaluation. The ADDIE model is a step-by-step approach to instructional design that involves conducting a need analysis, designing learn objectives, developing instructional materials, implementing instruction, and evaluating its effectiveness. And the second one is the ARCS model. ARCS is another instructional design model that stands for Attention, Relevance, Confidence, and Satisfaction. This model is based on the idea that learners are more motivated and engaged when the instructional materials are attention-grabbing, relevant to their life, build confidence in their abilities, and provide a sense of satisfaction upon completion. And the third one or the final one are the SAM model, SAM, which stands for Successive Approximation Model. Is an iterative model of the instructional design that involves a series of rapid prototyping and testing cycles. In this model, the design team develops a prototype of the instructional materials, test it with a small group of learners, and then make changes based on feedback. This process is repeated until the instructional materials are refined and ready for full-scale implementation.
Finally, let's talk about learning method. A learning method is a specific technique or strategy that is used to facilitate learning. It is a practical application of learning theory, approach, or model. A learning method is a specific way of delivering instruction that is intended to help students learn. Learning methods can be categorized into three main types: visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Examples of learning methods include lectures, discussions, case studies, demonstrations, and projects. In conclusion, learning approach, model, and method are used to design and deliver effective instruction. A learning approach provides a guiding philosophy for instruction. A learning model provides a step-by-step process for designing and delivering instruction. And a learning method is a specific technique or strategy for facilitating learning. By understanding those concepts, educators can create effective instruction that is informed by theory and practical in its application.
Alright everyone, that's all about our topic today. Thanks for watching and see you next time!